Okay, we are in Marshall, North Carolina today to fix some improperly done grading. And it's pretty obvious because when the ground out here is brown, light brown and dry, and you got a hole sitting there with standing water in it, that is a good indicator that water is not draining from that area. So what we're going to do is very simple. Per our customer's request is to get drainage going from these two areas. Let's see if I can get y'all right here. Okay, so what we want is from this structure water to flow away from that one, but we also need it to flow away from that one. So what we're going to do is create a plane in the dirt where the ground slopes toward us from both ways, making kind of a V, almost straight toward where I'm standing, and we're going to direct that water to where we go. Water will always flow downhill with gravity unless you have a lot of air. You can put a backpack blower into a gutter that's stopped up and all the debris and water will blow out the top. But in this case, all we have to work with is gravity and gravel. So we'll hop right to this and get it straightened out. Okay, so I've got you guys positioned on the opposite side here so you can see me working material away from where I need to be. I'm going to take the time to drag as much of this just gravel back and pile it. That way we keep it separate from the dirt. We'll grade the dirt below it and move that gravel back onto the top. That way we save the customer expense of having gravel mixed up with dirt and having to bring in even more material at higher expense. So it just doesn't make sense when you can take a little bit of time to do a job right. Okay, so what I've done is I've smoothed out those little spots that were holding water. It is hot today. I mean, it is hot and it is dry, so it won't take but just a few minutes for this to almost dry itself out fairly quickly. So while I'm letting that area over there dry out, I'm going to cut that grade from about where you're at right now out kind of that way. And then I'll grade this area beside this building. By the time I get those two done, that'll be dry enough for me to finish cutting the grade. All right, now what I've done is I've started this trench that I spoke about earlier from this corner and digging downwards with a falling slope. It's easy to see how much fall I've got as I dig deeper into the trench, and it's easier for me to visualize fall from the ground level right at the building, and in my mind I'm watching that plane tilt. So now it's just a matter of me taking the bucket and reaching over to ground level at the shop here and just pulling down, cutting the top of the ground off to where it's a smooth transition into my trench. And since I've removed material from the trench, the material that I'm grabbing and having to pull fall on is leveling out into the trench, and we'll end up having a smooth transition. we've got the grades coming off the houses about 10 feet. I'm gonna start taking all this overburden here and just push it up into a big pile that I can set up on top of and scoop it into the dump truck without having to lift all the way up into the dump truck every time. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Now that we got a good little load of dirt slash gravel, there's a lot of ballast about the size of your fist size rock mixed in with this dirt, so I think it's going to be perfect to move down to right there where we have that swag in the road to build it up, and that way that ditch will be a little bit more effective. So what we've got now is I've got my grade on this side the way I wanted. This side didn't go exactly how I wanted the first time, so I backed up and got my rough grade in here, and you see that one patch where I put that blade down and back drug. That's the grade that I want, and that's my guide. So now all I've got to do is keep backing the machine out and following that grade that I've got as if I'm letting water follow me out. So we've got our grade, now we just got to finish it. Same story on this side. We got water holding in that very back corner. So I'm going to tunnel doze this material out, creating a drop of about that much. And that way I can scoot over side to side and the machine will tilt and it'll cut that grade that I'm wanting over here. We're also going to take this ugly top off of this berm and make it really nice and smooth.